Welcome back to the Falcons franchise here on Madden NFL 23. It's been a rough start to year 3 of this franchise, but we look to bounce back as we take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are also struggling at the moment. They're also 1-3 right now. So this is the battle to get out of the bottom of the NFC South as Clayton Emerson stays patient, and he's going to dump it off to Leonard Fournette, who has plenty of room in front of him. Deion Jones misses a tackle, and Fournette gets up to the 37. Now 1st and 10, Emerson going to go down as he's brought down by Ben Still, who's getting the start over Grady Jarrett. That leads to a field goal, and the Bucs strike first blood. It's 3-0. Now later on in the first quarter, here's Desmond Ridder trying to pick up the first down, and he does so successfully, getting out of bounds at the 41. A few plays later, 3rd and 7, here's a throw to Ridley, Calvin Ridley inside the 10. Then 3rd and goal, Ridder goes left side to Ridley for the touchdown, and the Falcons take a 7-3 lead. We go to the second quarter now, and here's Ronald Jones getting a big block, and Jones going to get up to about the 46-yard line. He's had a quiet season so far, so it's good to see him doing a little something, but then Ridder is picked off by Jamel Dean. I just don't think that Bryan Edwards was aggressive enough there, but the Bucs wouldn't do much with it, and then the Falcons would end up getting a field goal from Younghoe Koo to make it 10-3. And now here are the Bucs as Chris Godwin gets the Buccaneers near field goal range. Now here's a dump off to Tyler Johnson. He's going to get inside the 30, and that is going to lead to yet another field goal for the Bucs as they make it 10-6 at halftime. And the Falcons' offense still isn't looking like it was last year. So now we're into the second half. Desmond Ridder on the read option. He's going to cough it up, however, as he tries to pick it up, and then Devin White gets the recovery. So now the Bucs are in business. Unfortunately for them, they only get a field goal out of it to make it 10-9. Now here's Ridder on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly to a wide open Garrison Best, who's still starting in relief of Kyle Pitts. And Best gets a 75-yard catch and run for the touchdown. And it's 17-9. So now halfway through the third quarter, and Ronald Jones coughs it up again. Vita Vea on the recovery. But then Derwin James makes a big play in the back of the end zone, and he gets his first interception of the season. So now the Falcons look to extend their lead here. Ridder going to throw right side to B-Rye, and he's going to get the Falcons into Bucs territory. Now 2nd and 8, minute to go in the third. Ridder lets it fly to Drake. Drake London going to get up to about the 12-yard line. We go to the fourth quarter. Ridder on the play fake. He's going to throw right side. He was looking for Blasingame, but he gets it to Garrison Best for the second connection of the game, and it's 24-9. But the Buccaneers not going to go away quietly here as Chris Godwin breaks the tackle. He's up to the 33. Now 2nd and 3. Here's a throw over the right side, and it's caught. And that is Clyde Long, who I believe is a rookie now for the Bucs. Or it might be his second year, I don't know. But it's 24-16 now. So now the Falcons are trying to put the game away here, and B-Rye makes a big play on 3rd and 24. When in doubt, just let it fly to B-Rye. And now here's Ridder throwing right side, and he is going to be picked off by Carlton Davis, trying to force that one to London. And now the Bucs have another chance to win this one. But now 3rd and 12, huge throw from Emerson, and it is caught by Mike Evans. They initially say it was caught in bounds, but you're going to see on the challenge that he clearly only got 1 foot in bounds. And now 4th and 12, Emerson trying to keep the Bucs in this one, and he overthrows Godwin. And the Falcons are going to try to put this one away here now. 3rd and 8, Ridder over the middle. He's going to find Drake London. He gets to the 26. Bucs use their final timeout, but the Falcons are going to walk away with a W. 24-16 is your final, and it's the first time the Buccaneers have lost in the regular season in Atlanta since 2018. Desmond Ridder went 17-25, 254, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks, as the Falcons improved to 2-3, while the Bucs dropped to 2-3. Next up, the Falcons head over to the West Coast to take on the Chargers, who are sitting at 4-1 on the season. Once again, remember, Justin Herbert no longer a Charger, so we'll see how their new quarterback does as Rojo makes a grab over the middle, gets the Falcons to the 2. Very next play, he's going to punch it in for the touchdown, and it is 7-0 Falcons early on. So the Chargers are now led by Patrick Kendrick, who was the 20th overall in this year's draft. He's out of Princeton, so they got an Ivy League guy at quarterback. Now 1st and 10, Kendrick on the roll to his right, and he's going to get hit. Derwin James, the former Charger, making his return to Los Angeles, gets the sack there. And now the Falcons back on offense as Calvin Ridley makes a big play down the field. And it's going to be a roughing the passer call against Fletcher Cox. So now the Falcons inside the red zone, and Ridder going to find Ridley for the touchdown. And it's a 14-0 lead. So now here's Kendrick throwing left side. He's going to be intercepted by Rashad the Phantom Fenton. And he's going ghost all the way to the end zone for the touchdown as the Falcons take a 21-0 lead over the Chargers. Now here's Rojo cutting inside. He's going to get a big run here, and he's going to get all the way down to about the 7-yard line. But then a few plays later, Desmond Ridder trying to let it fly to B-Rye. It bounces off Drew Tranquil, and it's going to be picked off by Phillips. So that takes points off the board for the Falcons. And then Rojo going to cough it up on the very next drive, picked up by the Chargers. And now here's Kendrick trying to get some points on the board here as he gets it to Austin Eckler. And Eckler going to get out of bounds at about the 5. Very next play, Eck going to cut inside, and he's going to get into the end zone to put the Chargers on the board. It's 21-7. So now the Falcons trying to make something happen in response. Here's Rojo with a catch over the middle. He's going to get inside the 25 up to the 21, then 1st and 10. Ridder gets it away last second, caught by Garrison Best. And Best doing his best to get to the end zone, but he's going to be a yard short. And then next play, Rojo going to punch it in for the touchdown. It is 28-7. But the Chargers have some time to get down the field here, and a quick throw from Kendrick over to Joshua Palmer, who's going to burn the Falcons defense and gets up to the 39. And then look at this throw from Kendrick on 3rd and 4. Going left side, looking for Mike Williams. And not only does Trayvon Diggs give up the touchdown, he also gets called for pass interference here. So he didn't even make the stop there. It's 28-14 at the half. So now Chargers start the half off with the football, and Eckler right up the middle. Derwin James can't make the tackle, and Eckler up to the 46-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Kendrick steps up, throws over the middle. He's going to find Keenan Allen, and he's up to the 11-yard line. So the Chargers showing some life here. Kendrick going to scramble, and Carter can't get to him. What a play by Patrick Kendrick for the touchdown as the Chargers make it a 7-point game. And then here's Rojo once again, looking to get to the end zone, but he's going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line, the 9 as a matter of fact. That leads to a Younghoe Koo field goal to make it 31-21. Now the Chargers looking to respond. Eckler with a big run. Eckler going to get into Falcons territory, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 24. And now a field goal from Robbie Gould makes it 31-24. So the Chargers still very much in this one. Now 1st and 10. Ridder hit as he throws. He's going to find Best once again, who gets into Chargers territory. And Younghoe Koo going to end up kicking a field goal here to make it 34-24. Now 4th and 7 for the Chargers. Kendrick throws to the right side, and it's broken up by Derwin James. He didn't have a huge game statistically, but he made plays when he needed to. And then Tyler Algier would put the game out of reach with this touchdown run. And that wouldn't actually stop the scoring, though, as Kendrick is going to find Mateus Randolph for a touchdown here to make it 41-31. And then I didn't really mean to score here. I was actually trying to go down at the 1, but Garrison Best just really wanted to get into the end zone for the touchdown. So the final score would be 48-31. Kind of a dirty play at the end, I understand, but I promise you, I was trying to kneel it there. Rojo with 237 total yards and 2 touchdowns in this one, and the Chargers' 4-game winning streak is over. So now we have a divisional battle for first place in the NFC South as the Falcons take on the New Orleans Saints. So halfway through the first quarter, here's Ridder throwing left side, and what a pick by Marcus May. I don't think Ridley was physical enough there. I don't think that was a horrible pass, but unfortunately they make the play there. That leads to a field goal. It is 3-0. So now here's a throw over the middle to Drake London. He's going to get into Saints territory up to the 46-yard line. So now Ridder trying to put some points on the board here, but Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a damn as Tyrann Mathieu gets the pick and ends the Falcons' drive. But then here is Davis Mercer, the rookie quarterback. He's going to be picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and he's going to take it all the way back to the residence. Cruikshank starting again for Derwin James, who was hurt during practice. Younghoe Koo would kick a field goal towards the end of the second quarter and make it 10-3. And now here's Mercer throwing over the middle to Slant Boy. Michael Thomas going to get up to about the 35-yard line, the 34 as a matter of fact. And 3rd and 2, Mercer going to let this one fly, and it's caught by Slant Boy once again. He is not looking like Slant Boy right now. Now 1st and goal, thrown left side, and it is caught for the touchdown. Chris Olave makes the grab, and we're tied at 10 heading into the second half. So now, Saints with the football here. Mercer going to dump it off to Alvin Kamara, and he's going to get up to about the 39-yard line. Now 3rd and 12, Mercer throws left side to Slant Boy once again, and Slant Boy gets up to the 35-yard line. Now 2nd and 11, Mercer going to be intercepted by A.J. Terrell. The dive seemed really unnecessary, but he made the play. I can't really hate on it. But good play there by A.J. Terrell. Now 3rd and 3 for the Falcons. Drake London makes the grab over the middle, and he's going to get into Saints territory up to the 36. Now 3rd and 24. Ritter going to let this one fly, and Calvin Ridley able to make the play in the end zone for the touchdown. He absolutely barbecued Paulson Adebo on that play. So 17-10, 4th quarter now, and Alvin Kamara tries to pick up the first down, but Dane Cruikshank makes a big play to stop him. We wouldn't do anything with the football here. Now the Saints starting to move down the field. Olave makes a grab. There's a throw right side, and it's caught by Slant Boy. He's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. And we are knotted up at 17. Now 3rd and 11, under 6 minutes to go. Calvin Ridley with another big play. He gets up to the 48. So now 4 minutes to go. Ritter throws over the middle. He's going to find Rojo. Rojo going to be tackled just shy of the 10. And now 2nd and 2, Ronald Jones going to get the corner, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown as the Falcons take a 24-17 lead over the Saints. But New Orleans still has some time left, and here is Mercer rolling to his right, throws across his body, and it's an absolute duck, and it's picked off by Richie Grant. And that pretty much would seal the game. The Falcons would end up getting a field goal, and we'd end up winning this one 27-17, and we take first place in the NFC South. Dane Cruikshank with a hell of a game in relief of Derwin James, 11 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and of course the pick 6 as well, as the Saints are now on a 3-game losing streak after starting 3-1. So now the Falcons host the New York Football Giants. Unfortunately for Giants fans, Howie Reagan is injured with a torn labrum, so Daniel Jones will be making his first start since the 2022 season. And things started off big for the Giants as Saquon Barkley gets a big run up to the 46-yard line. That would lead to a 1st and goal here, and here's the throw right side to Mecole Hardman, who makes the grab for the touchdown, and the Giants take a 7-0 lead. The Falcons offense really didn't do much in the first quarter at all, as here come the Giants now. Now Jones at the one again, throws right side, and he finds Tyler Higbee this time, and the Giants are up 14-0 right now. Falcons don't do anything on offense, and now 1st and 10. Jones has all day to throw, or at least he thinks so, and he's going to get hit last second by Arnold Ebiketie. He would have a really good game for the Falcons as they have the ball here now, and they're finally starting to move down the field as Ritter finds Ridley for the first down. Now 3rd and 10. Ritter under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Kayvon Thibodeau gets him, and that takes the Falcons out of field goal range, and it'd be 14-0. As it's the first time in this series I've been shut out in the first half. But now the Falcons look to respond here as Ritter throws left side to Ridley. He's going to get in the Giants territory. So could the offense be starting to wake up here? 1st and 10. Ritter going to throw right side, and it's caught by Kyle Pitts, who was back in the lineup. He's up to the 26, but then I really hate this effect. Younghoe Koo going to miss a field goal because I couldn't tell where the meter was, which I guess is the point, but I really hate that thing. But now here's Kadarius Toney absolutely barbecuing A.J. Terrell. Trayvon Diggs, that is, pushes him out of bounds at the 16. That would lead to a field goal to make it 17-0 halfway through the 3rd quarter, and now the Falcons really need to wake up here. But Ritter tries to force a pass to Drake London. He's picked off by Eric Kendricks. And when it rains, it pours, and even in this dome, it is a torrential downpour for the Falcons now. 2nd and 10, Jones going to be brought down for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie forces the fumble, and he's going to recover his own fumble as well. So at least Ebiketie's doing his part to keep the Falcons in this game. Now 3rd and 24, Ridley not able to make a play there. And then later on in the 3rd quarter, Jones right over the middle to Kendrick Bourne, and he makes it 24-0. And on the ensuing kickoff, Brian Orchard on the return, and for the third time this season, he coughs it up on the return. Giants pick it up and return it back for a touchdown. It's 31-0. I mean, this is probably the ugliest game I've played in a Madden series in quite some time. And then Ritter, just trying to make something happen, gets picked off again. And this was just a rough football game in general for the Falcons. And now here's Saquon Barkley putting the cherry on top for them. He's going to get a big run, about 56 yards for the touchdown. It is 37-0. But then we finally make something happen as A.J. Terrell blocks the ensuing extra point, and he's going to take it to the casa. So it's 37-2. So at least the Falcons don't get shut out. And then Mitchell Trubisky, Mr. Trubiscuits, dumps off the screen pass to James Cook, and Cook makes sure there's at least an offensive score in this game for the Falcons, but it's too little too late as the Giants win 37-10, and it is the biggest blowout that has happened in this series so far. Daniel Jones 22-28, 296 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Giants improved to 4-4 while we drop back to 4-4. Luckily for the Falcons, their next 4 games aren't too tough. They have the Broncos in Denver, who are 1-6 right now, the Packers, who are 4-3 after that, a rematch with the Saints, and then a Thanksgiving Thursday night football matchup with the 2-5 Eagles. So looking at the stats halfway through the season, Desmond Ritter not having a good season, 11 touchdowns to 12 picks so far, and just over 2,000 yards as well. So he's still turning the ball over a ton. Ronald Jones has 690 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season, but he also has 5 fumbles, which is the highest amount for any running back. Ritter has 312 yards and 5 touchdowns, but 8 fumbles, which leads the league. Ronald Jones actually leads the team in catches and receiving yards, but no touchdowns so far this year. Calvin Ridley, 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. Drake London, 353 yards and 2 touchdowns. Craig Bennett has given up 10 sacks. He's currently tied with Tevin Jenkins and Charles Cross for the most sacks given up this year, and that's not what you want from a former first-round pick. Defensively, Derwin James leads the team with 54 tackles. Troy Anderson has 53, and he has 10 tackles for a loss as well. Arnold Ebiketie leads the league in sacks with 12 of them so far this year. He also has 16 tackles for a loss, which is also a league high as well. Rashad Fenton and A.J. Terrell both have 3 interceptions so far this year, both leading the team. Younghoe Koo is 10-13 on field goals so far this year, and 24-24 on extra points. And Jake Bailey, who only punted 35 times last year, has already punted 25 times so far this year, so... And the funny thing about it is, he has the lowest average yards per punt and lowest net punting average as well. But he also leads the league in punts inside the 20-yard line, so he's having a pretty good season in my opinion. And honestly, I think it's time to move on from Brian Orchard as the kick returner. He's had 3 fumbles so far this year, and I'm just not rocking with it anymore. And looking at division standings, the Bengals are at 5-2 in the AFC North. The other 3 teams are tied at 4-4. The Colts lead the AFC South at 5-2. Tennessee right behind them at 5-3. Jags 4-4. Texans 2-6. And the AFC East, the Jets and Patriots and Bills are all at 4-3. The Dolphins are at 3-4. And in the AFC West, the Raiders are at 6-1. Chiefs and Chargers are both 6-2, and the Broncos in dead last at 1-6. Now we go to the NFC. The Packers lead at 4-3. The Vikings are right behind them at 4-4. Lions 3-5. Bears are 2-6. We're on top of the NFC South right now at 4-4. Saints 3-5. Panthers 3-5, and the Buccaneers are 2-6. In the East, the Cowboys are 5-2, Giants 4-4, Commanders 3-5, and Eagles are 2-5, which is kind of shocking. Last but not least, the Cardinals are 5-3, Rams and Seahawks both 4-4, and the Niners are at 3-4. So it's been a very interesting start to year 3 of this series. We're at 4-4 now, but hopefully we can turn it around. We have some winnable games here. And if you're excited for the next episode of the Falcons franchise, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well, turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way every time I upload a video, you guys be notified. We're going to keep this mofo rolling here on Kaz Cray Gaming, and if you want to see more from the channel, check out the playlist and the video in front of you.